So, guys, and welcome to another weekly recap. And this week, it was not a profitable week, unfortunately. I didn't lose that much. I lost about $300 with commissions and stuff. So, truly, if we're going to focus only trade wise, it was a $100 loss. So, not bad. Basically, almost a break even week. But for the month, I'm still up about $3,000 on this $2,000 challenge that I'm doing. I'm trying to get it as high as possible. So, the way that I'm risking and the amount of risk that I'm putting in per trade is something that I don't recommend anybody that is a beginner to do. Why? Because it can blow your account pretty quick. I'm just doing this purely for fun and to see where I can take this $2,000 to. So with that being said, let's just hop on. And if you've done yet, go subscribe, go to every social media that I have, follow me. I post content in TikTok and Instagram every single day. And I also post YouTube shorts every single day. So this type of videos that I'm doing, the weekly recaps, I do it only once a week. But if you start giving likes, comments, and asking for more, I will start posting every single day. So let's start with this trade right here. We put the replay mode, select bar, let's go to Tokyo session, see what Tokyo gave us. Lately, gold has been going up like crazy. I'm not sure why. I guess it's just because with the new government that we have in the States, the whole mission is to weaken the dollar. So that's why I guess gold has been going up like crazy. Bro, gold has been going up stupid amount of numbers. I never seen this happen in my life, and I've been trading for about 2 years and a half now. So what I saw, it was basically this perfect entry. Rejection of this little area over here. This closure of the candle, it's amazing because it's showing weakness to the downside, and then also we're trending bullish as fuck. So then I saw this perfect entry, bullish engulfing, perfect entry, bro. Like this is the type of entries that I love. Break and retest. Well, typically a break and retest will be when the next two, three candles come down and retest this area. But honestly, if I see a rejection like this and it's breaking structure and it keeps going bullish with this bullish engulfing, I enter the trade. No questions asked. So after I saw that, place my entry instantly. I didn't think about nothing. I just placed my entry and straight to profits. I should have hold more. Why? Because I left so much money on the table this day. I think I only made like $600 with this trade. Probably less. Who knows? But this trade could have made me like $4,000, and I could have been done for the week. Because if I make $4,000 on a $5,000 account, that's almost 100% in a single day. So it's kind of crazy. But it is what it is. So as long as I follow the plan, that's all that matters. So let's keep going to New York. New York session. It was this trade right here. Let's go a little bit more forward. So on this one, that was my bad. First off, because I didn't wait for candle closure, retesting this area. Wanted to go ahead of the market and enter a trade before it actually did a retest. So that's the reason why I got taken out. Then I think the same thing happened once again, back to back. Didn't wait for the candle closure to close over here, and I entered the trade way too soon, and then got taken out. I mean, this entry was kind of valid just because it is closing technically, rejecting this area, but not completely. So it's kind of valid. Let's check on 30-minute time frame how it's closing out. Well, the 30 minute, it closed out terrible. That's literally like super bad signal. So let's see what happened after it. Then after that, I didn't want to take my 2 L's, which is the max L's that I can take in one day. And I decided to change my bias, even though overall we are in a huge bullish trend. So I decided to sell because of this bearish engulfing, thinking that it was going to close below this, and then if it close below this zone, it was going to go down. But it is what it is. I lost the profits from that day earlier on that Sunday night. So at that point, I'm break even or probably in a loss. But it is what it is. Let's keep going. This day, I decided to do two mistakes, but okay, sorry guys, my headsets got dead, so I'm gonna keep going with this microphone. Hopefully, the audio is amazing and everything goes perfectly well. But on this day, which was Monday night in Tokyo session, I decided to do two trades and then a third one. The third one, by the way, was a massive 250 pips trade, which was crazy. I had never held a trade like that before, and you're gonna see what happened. So on the first trade, basically what happened was that I was following this bullish engulfing, and I thought the volume was gonna kick in and go all the way up like every day has been happening. And then I put the trade at break even, and me, because of being greedy and being kind of mad that I left a lot of money every single day in Tokyo session in the table, I decided, okay, I'm gonna hold a little bit more so that way I can reach whatever amount of money I want to reach for that day. And then I decided to place another position and leaving this in break even, basically doing like a scaled in position,
but it didn't work out for me. So this one took me out, and then this one was break even. And then my friend and me decided that this trade was looking kind of good. Because every single day on Tokyo session, the volume was kind of going way too crazy all the way to the upside, and we're like joking around, like, what if we hold 250 pips or 300 pips? And he was like, okay, I'm gonna hold 300 pips. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold 200 pips. And bro, this day I decided to hold all that crazy amount of pips, and it played out in my favor. It was not that hard as I expected that it was gonna be to hold this trade, just because the trade had a lot of volume. So whenever the market has a lot of volume, it's gonna move pretty quick to the upside or pretty quick to the downside. And this time it played my advantage, going pretty quick to the upside, and I made all the money that I has lost for the week on this single trade, which it was pretty cool, to be honest. Even though I still left money in the table. Look at this. Like, Tokyo session was not playing this week. It was going up like crazy every single day. Okay, now let's go to Tuesday. I'm trying to make this video kind of quick, not that long. By the way, if you have reached this part of the video and you have any questions or you would like me to make more content, just leave it in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and share it with your friends. That will help me out with the algorithm, and that way I can keep doing this kind of videos. If you want to check out like daily vlogs, um, or my strategy more in depth, or like my story behind trading, also you can request it in the comments. Also, by the way, I'm going to leave my social media in the description so you can go ahead and follow me, and also check out my content that I post every single day. And also, you can DM me whenever you want, and I can answer any questions that you have. And then this trade, I'm going to be pretty straightforward. All it was that I saw a rejection of this area right here, bullish engulfing, and then after a bullish engulfing, I like to enter a trade, and then it gave me the exact pips that I needed to. So pretty good trade. It would have been better if I would have waited for the break and retest, which it did. Perfect entry right here. And again, I left a bunch of money in the table in Tokyo session. Didn't want to hold 200 pips this day, to be honest, but it gave it. After a while, I think my friend hold 200 pips that day as well. He was going kind of crazy this week, holding like those crazy moves, 200 pips, 300 pips. Sorry. And let's keep going all the way to the next day. The next day, now that I remember, it was kind of easy too. Like 30-minute time frame. I think it was a Tokyo session trade as well. And it was the same thing. Every single Tokyo session was going crazy up. Bullish engulfing over here, not convincing because it's below the zone, but then the next candle closed above the zone, and I was like, okay, this move is pretty obvious. It's gonna go to the upside, like it has been doing every single day. So it was kind of easy to catch, but again, I left a bunch of money in the table with every single trade in Tokyo this week. I should have made thousands of dollars this week if I would have just focused on holding trades on Tokyo and not even playing with New York, even though New York is my big strength. This day, bro, this is the most painful thing that can happen to you. Like, bro, the market went down, almost tapped my TP, which is my take profit, and it went back up, took me out, and completely changed direction. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. I'd rather be taken out than getting my hopes up that it's gonna tap my take profit and then just completely take me out. This day was bad in New York and then bad in Tokyo as well. Just because in Tokyo it just kept consolidating around that area right here, like this little range. So it took me out one, two, three times with three different trades. Um, it's kind of obvious. I was just trying to target the break and retest to continue going up like every single day in Tokyo, and then eventually it went down. Now, if you have made it to this part of the video, congratulations. You have a pretty good attention span, and I hope you're learning a lot. Now, I got a major announcement for you. This one is going to be specifically for people that are not US residents or US citizens. What I'm doing is that I'm partnering up with an app. In that app, I can launch my strategy And then that strategy is basically going to copy the trades that I take personally to your account. So let's say the minimum is going to be $600 or $500 if I'm not mistaken. So you can connect your account to my account, and then my trades are going to be placed in your account automatically. And then how is that going to work? You're going to set the lot size for your account. So let's say if you're willing to risk only $10 per trade, you can put that and it's going to automatically set that risk every time that I place a trade. So let's say if I'm risking $200 per trade and your account is going to risk only $10 because that's the willing risk that you're willing to take. And then that way you can make money passively without you losing amounts of money that you're not willing to risk. And that way your account is going to stay alive when I'm gonna, let's say, in a losing period, which is pretty rare. 90% of the year I have winning months, but let's say there's some losing days and there's some winning days. So make sure to set your risk in your account accordingly to what you're willing to risk. Also, you can take out your money whenever you want, and all I charge is a 25% commission, which is going to be withdrawn from your account every single week from the profits I made you, not from the balance, from the profits. And if a week I don't do profits, let's say if I have a losing week, I don't charge you a single penny. If that sounds good to you, just shoot me a DM or leave it in the comments, and then we can hop on a call. I can explain you more in depth and see if you're a good fit to work with you. Now let's keep going to the last day, which was New Year session. I kind of killed it this day. This day I was working. I don't even know how I managed to catch these two perfect entries while I was working, but it was pretty impressive. And pretty easy to be honest. So over here, a little fake out, volume to the upside. Decided to hop in that trade, took my profits right there, and then as you can see, it was kind of like in a berry structure. So I just waited for it to come and test my Fibonacci level, which it matched over here this little point of rejection, which it reached later on that day. As soon as it reached it, I decided to enter a trade and quick sell. Boom, easy money right there. And that right there made me recover the losses that I had this day right here, just because I made like $1,400 in this single session, which was massive for the account size that I have. And with that being said, this is the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoy making it for you. If you want to learn directly from me in a private mentorship, contact me. We can hop in a call and see if you're a good fit. Right now, I got about 4 people learning from me. It's pretty private right now, so that means I can dedicate my attention to you and my other students. So if that's something that will interest you, just shoot me a DM, leave it in the comments. Follow me in every single social media. Like, share this video. And yeah, I appreciate y'all and have a great weekend.